don't know what to say about episode 3. Like, I found it funny. At the same time, there are some weird sections in the episode where I was like, whoa, okay, that happened. I'm not saying that it was bad in any way, the episode was good, but it felt kind of weird watching some of the parts in the episode because I didn't expect that happening in the episode. Like, it was weird. Like, how Ruki and what's her name, Kiyome, they were like to create the sketch of Kiyome. Like, those are some fan service moments, but at the same time, it was weird how House was like. She was just House is kind of weird. Like, I understand this episode was based on her. Like, I found it funny at the first moment, like the first minute. It's just like, okay, House is here, and she's like, oh, she's not getting approved because her storyboard is bad and stuff. But at the same time, I also feel like it was weird watching Chaos's. It was cringy in a way, I would say, because this episode was pretty damn cringy. Like, not gonna lie, it was pretty cringy for me. At least for me. I don't know about others, but at least for me, it was pretty cringy. The way it was like, whoa, yeah, it was like, yeah, it was. There were moments where I was like, yeah, that is weird. Like, like some of the moments where Chaos is just some of the moments where Chaos is just like a lot of Chaos moments are cringy in this episode. For example, one moment where just Chaos just pretty much like Kiyomi just pretty much touches Chaos, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna grow." It's like it's funny at the same time. It's weird watching this episode. I don't know. Should I call it cringy? Cause I found the episode really weird for myself. Cause personally, I'm not a Yuri fan. Like I say it in my pretty much every time I see a Yuri series, I pretty much or anybody asks me why I don't watch Yuri series. I pretty much say it that I am not a Yuri fan. I'm not a big fan of Yuri. I found it. It's not like I don't like Yuri stuff. It's just like I find it really weird to see Yuri stuff. It's just not. It's alright if you are a Yuri. You are into that character for me, but at the same time, watching Yuri, it is weird for me because I can talk to girls who are like into Yuri stuff, but when it comes to like watching stuff like this, it's pretty weird. For me, it was pretty weird watching stuff like this. Like, I normally watch it because I feel weird. I just feel really weird watching Yuri stuff for myself. Like, one of the moments, for example, for me, even in No Game No Life, when there was Yuri moment, I was like, this is kind of ruining it for me because personally, I'm not a Yuri fan. Again, it's not like I hate it or anything. It's just I don't like it. Like, there's a different meaning in liking, and not hating. I like hating because hating is just like, oh, it should just die or something like that. It's not like that. I just don't like it. I felt it weird. Like, I'm looking at this position and I'm like, no, it is not my type of thing. I personally don't like it. I just don't like it. Again, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. Okay. So straight away gonna say some you. There are a lot of Yuri moments in this because this was a Chaos based episode, and it was really weird watching these Yuri moments pop out. Like, I'm happy. Like, fan service, okay. Like, Subasa and Kiyomi get those fan service. I'm okay. Like, yo, fan service, they're giving those. But at the same time, it was like, again, I find it weird when I see series pull out a Yuri on me because it's just like I I don't expect stuff like that. Same goes for Yaoi. Like, Yuri and Yaoi are the series that I really find weird. not like it's weird for me to watch. It's just saying. So I really don't know. Like the episode was good. Don't get me wrong. Like the storyboard, the storyline of this episode was pretty good. Like they're building on Kaos's character. Like she's going from like getting this gourmet manga to not progressing at all, but at the same time she's progressing at her art and stuff. So yeah, she's progressing in various fields, but she's not progressing on storyboard. We could see that, and throughout this episode, this is a whole episode. Like you have to progress throughout the storyboard and stuff. But at the same time, again, watching you weird stuff like that just makes me go like, should I continue the series? Because personally, I do want to continue the series because it's like it is very enjoyable. But these kind of moments just take me down because it's like I am not a big fan of Yuri again, and it just takes away the fun out of my it puts weirdness, awkwardness, and at the same time puts a little bit of cringiness in me instead of having it look like funny. It just does that. Again, like it is all right for me if I actually talk to somebody who is personally Yuri or Yao. It's not a big deal when talking to them. But when I watch stuff like this, like watch stuff happen like that, like that's even in some of the bot scenes, like it normally happens in bot scenes where the girls check out each other size out, and that happens. Okay, that happens in every single fan servicing anime. Like it happens. Okay, so even at that time, I pretty much like I find it weird. It's just me though. Again, I'm just saying it's just me. I find it weird to watch those kind of scenes. Like it is really weird for me. But anyways, let me know what you think about this episode of Comic Girls because I really enjoyed the episode. I'm not gonna lie. For me, it was a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. It was a really enjoyable episode, but at the same time, Yuri stuff really got me at some points. Like, yeah, the midsection, the Yuri points, it got me like it got me down like I don't want to watch this series anymore. That's the reason I was like, should I continue this series? Because at a lot of points you could see there were Yuri points. And let me know if you guys want me to continue the series and do you want me to review the series? Because I really feel weird sometimes watching this series. Like, don't get me wrong, again, the series is very enjoyable. Like, it's funny at the same time. It's giving you a good knowledge on building mangas and stuff, on sketching and stuff. But at the same time, it's weird for me. It's me, okay? I'm not saying you guys can hate Yuri, you guys can hate Yaoi. I'm not saying like that or anything. It's just for me because that's what it is like for me. Like Yuri on Ice, like it had a good storyboard, but at the same time I was not a big fan of Yaoi. You could say Citrus. Citrus had a good storyboard. At least that's what I've heard from people who have read the manga or watched the series. Like it has good storyboards, but again, it's not my type of series. Like it just isn't something that I enjoy. Again, just saying it. So let me know if you guys want me to continue the review on this series, cause right now, as of time being, I don't think I want to watch this series. Just let me know so I can make my decision. Cause I'll just leave a poll in the top right corner. You guys can click it and vote for it. And I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.